I'm taking the spirit of lockdown the way it was meant to be, and I've decided to, I'm going to stay local for the month of November. So my previous video was up at Pilsworth Fishery in Haywood, and this current offering from me is Heaton Park Boating Lake. It's only 5 minutes from my house in Prestwich in North Manchester. It's somewhere I used to come and fish all the time when I was a kid. It was a really popular venue then. They used to even hold matches on here at one point. But like many a venue, especially urban venues, especially park venues, they've sort of gone downhill quite a lot over the years. You can blame who you like, really. Blame the local authorities, blame the government for funding cuts in funding, blame angling clubs for not looking after them. I don't think that's really fair. On this particular lake, I blame the Black Death, cormorants. There's not a lot that anybody can do. No one can come and shoot them on here. It's a public park. You'll be arrested in a nanosecond. And this place is sadly a shadow of its former self. I'm going to have a whiz round with the old drop shotting gear again. So I've got a couple of swan shot on as weights, size 8 Drennan specialist hook, 6 pound fluoro, braid, and a nice wriggly worm. And it's, by the way, in the last video I said a size 8 worm. Obviously we can't size our worms, can we? So it's a medium sized dendrobina. Can't get hold of any lobs from a tackle shop, and I'm too lazy to go out and pick them off the lawn on a wet night. I prefer to buy them. It's simple, it's much easier. So I've got 250 grams of worm hiding in the back of the car in a tub. I can pick from whenever I like. But I'm going to have a whiz around the boating lake. I've had big perch from here in the past, and I've seen even bigger ones than I've caught. I've had some wonderful fish off this place during my fishing lifetime, so from big 15, 16 pound carp, which are good for a boating lake like this. I've had crucians, I've had tench, I've had perch about 1.5 pounds. I've seen massive perch and never caught them, so today could be my day, but you never know me. You never know. I could get a massive perch, but the chances are they're going to be 6 inches long, and I'm happy with that. I don't mind, because I love fish of all species and all sizes, and I hold them all in equal regard, as we should. So anyway, I'm going to shut up now. I'm going to have a circuit of the lake before it goes dark. I've got no excuses about it being morning and the perch being still a bit lethargic from an overnight sleep. They should hopefully be well on the prowl as the light starts dropping, and hopefully I'll catch a few fish. So I'll see you in a little bit. Hey, look at that. What a lovely place to come for an hour in the autumn. Anyway, I've had 6 casts so far. I've just started working my way around the lake. Not a touch. I don't mind. It's a funny time of the year, this, isn't it? It starts going dark early. It's not sort of like December dark where it's 4 o'clock. Well, I can finish work at 3, I reckon. Fish till 4:45 and then go home, have my tea and do a couple of hours work this evening to catch it all up and keep me on top of things. But I've decided in the month of November I'm going to have a few more evenings, or split my day a little bit more and just catch a few more evening sessions. I'll have a trip round a few of the boating lakes, park boating lakes in North Manchester, and see how we get on. But, this is nearest to home. This is one of the dearest to my heart, so I thought we'll start here. So I've not got very far around the lake yet. Still inside the boathouse over there. And I hit a snag. I lost my shot, my hook, my leader. Parted at the braid knot. Lights, you can't really see it. It's light slowly beginning to drop. So I'm going to put on this 3 gram jig head, a yellow sparkle, whatever you want to call it, sort of fishy, wormy paddle tail pattern. No idea what you want to call that. But let's see if it does the trick anyway. Yeah, so as you can see, we've had a little change of scenery. We moved on from Heaton Park. I gave it a full circuit of the lake and didn't get a single sniff. And It's a bit of a disappointment. It was a bit of a bad day actually, because went out there, didn't catch anything, got to the car, started tackling down, and I snapped the rod tip of that Daiwa Megaforce in my car boot. So as you see now, I had to buy myself a new rod. So I've got a Shakespeare Agility 7-foot rod as the train goes past. It's 5 to 20 gram casting weight, or I've got my glasses on, 2 to 20 gram casting weight. Gives you a bit more of a chance if there's a bigger fish. But moved over to the Rochdale Canal this afternoon with Phil. See how we get on. The banks are not as slippy. The Heaton Park, in wet weather, the banks get absolutely treacherous and slippy. So this is a bit easier. So you can see standard gear is the old Akuma Red size 1000 reel. We've got a worm on the Dropshot, 3 SSGs as weights, and just flick it out towards that far bank. And just a slow retrieve. It's a nice section of canal this on the Rochdale Canal at Slattox. It's run by Little Britain Anglers and available on a day ticket. So I think you can buy them from Fisherman's Way in Bury, and a couple of local decathlon stores as well sell them. And there's plenty of fish in this section. It's a bit exposed. If you look over my shoulder behind me up there, you can see the pennines. So it gets a bit cold and windy up here in the winter. So there's plenty of fish, and I'm still local, so I'm still less than 5 miles away from home. I can't wait until whatever it is, the 2nd or 3rd of December, and we can travel a little bit further, do some sea fishing and other things. And famous last words, I know I'm going to catch a fish today. But it's no fun making or watching videos if all you're doing is watching me talk and there's no fish. So we'll see how we can get on. So even though we've had no fish, it's been quite a busy afternoon on the canal. There's been plenty of anglers on, at least a dozen in this short section up here at Slattox. But anyway, that's not surprising because there's pretty good parking access just at that BP petrol station in the distance. If you can see the cars just lined up behind that angler there, all parked up, so you can park. As I often share with you, I do like to go fishing, so you can get a decent bit of parking. But Slattox top lock into the old lock keeper's house, and you can see Phil there just in that corner of the shot plying his trade with his worm and his drop shot rig to no avail, just like me. But beats being indoors, and I'm going to shut up now because these videos are becoming far too long without actually having any fish in them, so I'm going to be quiet for a bit. Plenty of features here, but as Phil will tell you, sadly, as yet, no fish. Keep working your worm. Well, there we go. It's taken a while, and Phil caught it, not me. Here he is, the happy man. So they don't have to be big to be wonderful. Look at that lovely little perch, taking that little worm. And it came, I'll show you where we caught it, out of this weir overflow. So obviously the water runs round the weir, down the side. We caught it just in this pool here. Plenty of habitat. For some reason you always catch a lot of perch underneath bridges and underneath structures. So, not really the required size, but it's a start.
Do it again. Yeah, it's going now.
It was only a matter of time before this Leviathan of the Rochdale Canal gave it up to my worm. So Phil's had one, but it's probably twice this size. And this is this is like catching perch fry. It just feels wrong on a lot of levels, but I've still got a long way to go to my Manchester 2-pounder, but let's see how we get on.
Okay. So here we are. I've shown him the way, and now he can't leave him alone. Oh, a little twitch there. A little twitch. And again. Had more bites here in 10 minutes than we've had in an hour and a half. The other spot. Oh, and again. He strikes, he misses again. Studying concentration here. And again. At least we know we're there, yeah. Ooh. Ooh, they're toying with him. Toying with him.
Catching his hands there, pulling him around. More bites closer to the white water.
Yeah. Yeah. I think they're right underneath the sill, waiting for stuff to, you know, come down the sluice. There you go. You saw the bite on that one. Saw the bite on that one.
I've got blunt rubber hooks on.
Yeah, put up.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Slime. He's had it all, apart from the bit that mattered. Oh, well.
Here we go again.
They call chub all rubber lips, and they call me all rubber hooks. But I like it. You say just on that.
Here we go. Here we go. Slightly better one.
No, not that much better, but I love them all equally. Look at that. You gotta love them, don't you? Lovely colours
Oh yeah.
on the fins.
Pristine fish.
Baby Sergeant Stripey. There we go.
Where are the
Get him
2
on the hooks.
pounders?
Well, I'm feeding up on the worms, you know, and by the time I've lost so many fish in a year or two. Oh, right, we'll let him go. And I'm not going to throw him all the way down there, as you think I'm going to do. I'm going to let him go gently on this side.
Well, I know there's one in that pound anyway.
Yeah. Are you still filming?
Yeah.
Well, because I just think it's a little bit mean. I don't mind reeling up, 20
Well,
feet.
while you're putting a worm on,
But I think it's a bit mean to throw them down back in here. So, go on.
go on, in that white water.
Just tighten up to it. Wait for that rod to go right to top. You are with me, so that waiting for the rod tip to go right to tap might take some time. I'll give it another go. I wasn't happy with that one. They seem to like it a little bit further up. There we go. That's a good shot. Funny though, isn't it? Go fishing for a while, cover quite a bit of canal,
Yeah.
no interest, and then all of a sudden you find a little hot spot, and there's a little pocket of fish giving some sport. A good friend of mine, Mr. Carroll, he advised me on the canal to look for a bit of moving water. He said the perch, especially the bigger ones, like a little bit of moving water. Who can resist the work?
He had a pint of maggots, he'd have them lining.
Oh, I had one then.
He had a pint of maggots, he'd have them lining up under there.
And worm's gone again.
And the worm goes again.
So we're here under the, made our way underneath this bridge now. It's a bit noisy, but and it's a bit like troglodyte fishing in the dark. But we've caught fish after fish after fish just underneath the sill of this little white canal lock race. But I'm going to have a little move now, the other end here, into this basin. When I was a kid, saw some big perch come out of here, and tench. So there's a whole flight of locks in this area, and it is most definitely, look at how pretty it is at this time of the year. Some very good fishing to be had. So let's hope it comes our way. There's plenty of anglers on today. I must have seen well over a dozen anglers. And in addition to the little perch we've been catching, there's been quite a few fish coming out. Oh, hey, look, here comes the Armada. You've got to love a goose, don't you? Not. And in they come. This guy is fishing a 4-inch silver diving plug. Oh, you in? Well, you missed your bite. So our day started off quite slow, and as we've started fishing to the canal's features properly, we've started catching fish and getting bites. But as you can see in the distance, we're getting that orange glow on the horizon, and there's probably only 40 minutes or so left of fishing time. We'll see how we do. It's been a nice afternoon. But a few fish, could have been better. With a few worms snaffled from that lot race, but didn't hook any. I'm out fishing this pound here. You can see Phil down there in the distance. And this, for those that used to fish canals many years ago, in the days before cormorants, BC, this is the famous Rochdale Canal chicken run, because there used to be a chicken farm in the distance over there behind where the base of that pylon. You can't see it very well, but for some reason, I don't know what it was, this particular 100-metre section of canal had a fantastic always had a fantastic population of roach. Used to come and fish hemp and bread, so crushed hemp, boiled hemp as your ground bait, and then bread punch on a hook, and it was absolutely superb. Phil's fishing this lot race now, just casting his worm into the bottom of the lot race, slowly bouncing it back. Had any bites yet, Phil? No. There he is. I'll be buying him some golf clubs for Christmas. Phil, we're getting you some golf clubs for Christmas. That's sacrilege to say so. Well, there we go. Did you hear that? He said, say that again, you're no good at that either. Doesn't matter, does it? It's a lovely afternoon out. So it felt a bit cold. So obviously winter has arrived early. 4 degrees at 4:30 in the afternoon. We've finished, we had probably a dozen fish between us. Nothing massive. But I get home now, warm my toes up. Can't see Phil, he's in the dark, he's hiding there.
An afternoon scratching.
Hang on now, we'll do it this way. We go. Look at that. Now you should be out there. He is. An afternoon scratching, and it was good fun. I hope you enjoyed it. Heaton Park boating lake, yeah, a little bit of a disaster. Looks to me as though it's been absolutely pillaged by the cormorants. There's very little habitat for the fish in there, nowhere for them to escape. So it wouldn't surprise me if there's a few carp left in there, but very little else. We've seen it in loads of lakes in Greater Manchester over the years now. The Rochdale Canal, we walked up and down a mile or two and we found one pod of fish, and we probably had, as I say, a dozen fish, and that was it. Plenty of barren spots, and once we found them we had a few. It's been good fun, and please like and subscribe. It's important to subscribe to my videos. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so that then I can start doing some live feed stuff with me and Phil and engage you all, and we can have a bit of a chat and a bit more communication with you instead of just me out fishing and you watching. We can do it interactive fishing. It's going to be fun, so please subscribe. I think I'm on, as I write this, I'm on 123 subscribers. I'm gonna have to get up to 1,000. It's going to take a year at least, isn't it? But smash the like button, press the subscribe button, and I'll see you soon.